Welcome to Do All the Things. We make hair flowers! Woo!
I'm so excited about this video. I've never made a hair flower before, and I have this super awesome hair flower. I'm really excited about crafting it into an actual clipping hair flower.
Yes, it's going to be very fun. So I want to show you a couple that I've made first, and then we'll get into the business of things. So this is one I made. This is a double hair flower, two like red dahlias. We got this little pink guy. Super fun. It's got a nice little ombre color going on.
Very pretty.
We've got the giant rose, holly rose. And then this is actually one of my all-time favorites that I've made. I love the stargazer lily. And this is a really pretty one to go in from the side, especially when you have like the big pin-up hair going on. So I'm going to make a hair flower out of this little purple guy.
Gorgeous.
Molly's got her striped flower. Things that you will need: hot glue gun, pair of strong scissors, either some leftover floral pieces, like this is a leaf, or some felt for backing, and you'll need some hair clippies. I'm going to start by taking my flower, and I like to assess the flower and kind of look at it, see how I think it might fit. This one isn't too bad because it's pretty flat already. Molly's is a little bit, it's got a little bit of volume to it, right? One thing you have to take into account is when you've got a little stem like this, how are the petals attached? Because sometimes if you clip it right down to there, right to the base of the stem, these pieces will fall off. So if that happens, because that actually happened to this one, what I did was I actually pulled it apart completely, and I don't know if you can see, I have actually glued the petals in there. There's also like these little plastic inserts sometimes that you can pull out to help make it a little more flat on your head. Okay, so this one's glued to like a styrofoam center.
Yeah.
So that should still be fine. So I'm going to have you clip off that first. So these are just like really heavy duty fiskars.
Oh, cool.
All the way to the bottom. But what I like to do is like play around with it a little bit, see how loose it is. I would just stick a little bit of hot glue right in there just to make sure it's secure. Just squished in there. Just to make sure that it doesn't fall apart on you, because the last thing you want is while you're wearing it for like half the flower to fall out.
Yeah.
Be very careful when you're squishing it. I kind of have hot glue fingers, I call them, because I've been doing this for so long. You just want to squish it in there and make sure that you just tap gently to make sure that the glue spreads out on the bottom there, but don't burn yourself. And again, just kind of like shake it really well. Seems like it's going to hold up pretty well.
Awesome.
I'm going to do the same thing. Just take that little nub, cut it all the way down. Okay, so what I did was I cut this little nib off. You can see it just comes right apart. So what I'm going to do is actually deconstruct the layers. This one, that seems to be on there pretty tight. Just going to go ahead and squish a little bit of hot glue inside there. And then just form this, press it in. Then I'll go ahead and add the layers back on. A little hot glue. Add a layer. Add that last layer back on. And I like to just, orient it so it looks a little fluffy. This flower's a little busted, but it still works. I'm going to not use this piece because it's so rounded. See how it's kind of like in a cup shape? And that's going to fluff it away from your head, and it's going to actually make it look like it's not sitting in your hair. So now that I've got this firmly affixed, this is not coming apart. So the next part I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my clip. This is just a little alligator clip. I'm going to affix my piece with part of a leftover leaf. So I'm going to kind of gauge my size. I'm going to cut this in half here. And actually cut it into 2 strips. Cutting out that big center piece. The big plastic vein. And I'm going to use this to attach the clip to the flower. It's also going to help camouflage the clip a little bit so you won't see it as much. So again, just squish some hot glue on there. And make sure that when you put it on, that the glue is actually facing the flower. And then just squish it on there. Now you can see this is a curvy clip, so that's why I'm going to do one more piece on the end, just so the flower will kind of like lay flat a little bit on there. So same thing, just apply a little bit of glue. You don't want to use too much because then it oozes out and detracts from the actual trying to hide the fact that you have a hair clip in. And I like to make sure that it's really set on the inside of the clip. And then again, just holding that down. Depending on how much more you want to camouflage, you could be done at this point. One other thing that you could do if you wanted to camouflage the clip a little more, as I have on this piece, I don't know if you can see, there's the clip here is the bottom clip. But then I actually put a little bit of leaf on top of the clip. It's, you know, it's black, so it's kind of hard to see, but you can add a little more. This one's better. I actually glued a piece of the leaf from the bottom of the flower onto the clip, so when it's in my hair, it's more camouflaged. This one now can go right into my hair.
Ooh, that's really pretty. I like that a lot.
Well, I think for yours, because you have like a darker hair color and a darker flower, especially the backing, there's like these pretty little black floral pieces there. We'll use a piece of felt. We've got this piece of felt that I just cut. We're gonna measure it on the back of here. Probably maybe a couple inches wide, just enough so you can get some good adherence.
I'll let you do that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna assist here.
My lovely assistant. Okay, so we're gonna squish the hot glue on. Clamp it. And then lay it again. So this one's a little bit puffy, so I'm gonna go just to the side of the back because we've got that little stem in there. Just squish it on there. Okay, we're going to do one more strip just to make sure that it's secure. Again, applying the hot glue to the felt. Open up the clip, slide it in there, adhere it. And just make sure you press down firmly and not glue yourself to the flower. You know, give it a minute or so to cool off.
This is what happens when you're impatient.
It's pretty dry now. And you can see, you can clip it now.
Ooh.
You can slide it right into your hair. Now, this was a very down and dirty tutorial, but you could also round these little pieces.
Oh, yeah.
This one this was one of the very first ones I did, so you can see I actually made like a flower shape of the felt.
Oh, that actually looks really nice though. It looks like professionally made. So now I'm gonna try on my lovely hair flower that Kat just made for me. I was gonna say that I crafted, but I didn't. I didn't.
Co-crafted. Ooh, that looks so cute with your hair.
It does, because it's not quite white.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of matches. It's almost like an off-white, like with the color of my hair.
Yep.
I love it. I'm really excited.
So really just play around with it a little bit. It could take some experimentation. I would suggest starting with dollar store flowers at first. You know, they actually do have some really cute ones that I've worn in photo shoots before. So start there.
So we hope you guys like this tutorial. If you have any questions about it, you can of course ask us in the comments and Kat will answer. I have no idea.
Or the Facebook page, we have that too.
Absolutely. Make sure you check out our Facebook page. We post some fun pictures. A lot of times when Kat does modeling and does pin up stuff with the hair flowers, we'll post pictures of that on our Facebook. So make sure you like it and make sure you subscribe to our channel, and we will see you thingies next time.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Ow, ow, ow.